Greetings everybody, Rob Olson here. I'm the president of Delta Waterfowl. I recently had a tremendous pleasure of spending some time on a farm here with Ian Wishart, north of Portage la Prairie. Ian Wishart is the current president of the Keystone Ag Producers. And Keystone Ag Producers, CAP, is the provincial advocacy group for farmers in my home province. Ian is a tremendous spokesperson for ALUS, Alternative Land Use Services, and a terrific friend of Delta Waterfowl. And so he's a really interesting guy to talk to, and he had a lot to say about ALUS. What is ALUS?
In the simplest form, it's really farmers getting a reward or a fee for providing the service, which is waterfowl production, that you want. So it's a fee-for-service concept, a marketplace concept, which farmers understand really well.
Right.
That's what we function in. And it sends, first time ever, it sends a signal to the farmer that somebody out there wants waterfowl, and they're prepared to put a little money on the table for it. And it has worked really well. Farmers sign up on this, at record levels as a voluntary program, and they can make it work. We're more than just producers of food and fiber. We know how to manage the landscape too. And this provides us some rewards for managing the landscape in a certain way that produces more waterfowl than we were before.
You know, we ought to be really excited about this as hunters, because here's a situation where Ian's telling us that producers want something like ALUS. If you get paid for it, you guys are willing to do conservation, provide environmental goods and services like ducks.
Yeah, like ducks.
Like ducks. And so you guys are willing to do it, and if you get the right market signal, so producers are willing to do this. Urbanites are wanting this too. You know, the environment is one of Canada's top election issues right now. So the Canadian urban public, the voting majority that politicians respond to, are wanting carbon sequestration. They're wanting these things, Ian, and you can give it to them.
I can give it to them.
And you know how much it's going to cost to do that.
Well, nothing comes for free these days.
Well,
it can't. And this is a fee-for-service approach applied to some environmental issues or habitat issues. But I mean, it's the way the marketplace works. That's what we're used to functioning in. And frankly, I think it's the type of program that everybody can grab a hold of and feel like they're part of.
Well, and again, folks, like this is so big for us. This is how we have a chance to change the game from a duck perspective. Now, we know as duck hunters, Ian, we're small players in this game. Okay, so we're a small player, but to the extent that you and I can help this process happen, to the extent we can do that, and so we can help provide funding to demonstrate the program. We can do things. We can help facilitate meetings, and we can be a factor in this. This is our big chance to actually change this landscape and secure what's going on here. And what I love about it is it's working in partnership with producers.
Yeah,
it's
a real good partnership.
It's a win-win thing.
It's a win-win thing. We're not competing for that piece of ground. It's not confrontational. And you know, we run 90% of Western Canadian landscape as agricultural producers. Without us, you'll get nothing. We can change that in terms of, even if we make a slight shift in our production practices, and I think we can do more than that, even if we make a small shift, the impact on extra waterfowl production will be huge. And it can be done in a very cost-effective manner. Not only is it good policy for donors, a good place to put your money, but it's a good place for governments to put their money.